Essentially, it's a vampire movie. It's not necessarily what you would think about a vampire movie. It's not sparkly vampires, so don't you worry about that.
The characters in Glare, there's a multitude of them. You have your main character, Dolly, who happens to be a demigod. She's gone through a lot, sort of had a pretty bad past, and now finds herself with supernatural powers. She's good friends with Barnes, a hunter who helped save her life. He comes from a long line of vampire hunters, family. Then you have Toonie and Wyatt. Now, Toonie is a younger girl. She's sort of gothic. She's an artist.
Wyatt fancies himself the sheriff of the town. And Toonie's kind of. She doesn't quite fit in, but she's connected to the town.
And she's got a really dark past with that family. Her stepfather was not very nice to her, to put it plainly. Yet that son, Wyatt, has no knowledge of it. These two are now grown up, and they live in this town that has virtually no population. They're just still there.
Have you ever been to Mitchell? I don't blame you.
It used to be a bigger town. There's a lot of interesting people who live there, but with the passing of the town's pastor, people have been slowly leaving. So there are only a few kind of diehards left in Mitchelltown.
And then you have the 4 vampires who are coming to attack the town. And each of those vampires come from a different era. I don't really want to give too much of the eras away, but let's just say some are from the Western era, some are from the Victorian era, some are from colonial. And those characters, the derivations of them, their clothing, the way they talk, the way they act, it's all there. And we get to see little peeks of their past throughout the film, which is pretty neat.
Most of them had bad life experiences, and they have teamed together to kind of, right the wrongs of the past, so to speak.
What really attracted me to the script was not the fact that there were vampires in it, or the fact that there was gore, or the fact that there was a lot of insane material that most independent films would be terrified to approach. But it was the characters. It was the fact that each character Montreat wrote had a very 3D, vivid quality to them that actually motivated and pushed the story along in a way in which you actually were like, yeah, this could actually happen, even though it's still fantastical.
One of the themes of Glare is just kind of a surreal nature. Yet we also have horror. And the horror is built off of a lot of suspense. While we have gore at times, it's really about what you don't see. It's really about those shadows. And it's a drama. It's also not a film that takes itself too serious, so there's moments for laughter. It's, overall, though, I would call it an action-adventure sci-fi.